process of going through this? What is required? How are you going about it? Take us through it. It seems quite an interesting journey for the young man.
Yeah, thank you very much. And indeed, I think this is the climax for us in William's academic journey for now, is when he won the cherished Rhodes Scholarship for Uganda. Actually, it's for East Africa. So
Wow.
there's East Africa and then Kenya has one. So this year there were 2 scholarships and one went to William, that's for Uganda,
Wow.
and another went to Rwanda. And Uganda is getting it for the first time, I think
Wow.
in 10 years plus. So it's like a big thing.
Yes,
Very
it
big.
is.
But it takes effort. I think William earned it. And I credit it to his study abroad prepared him for this.
Wow.
I think the process of going through the learning to dream of where you want to be,
Yes.
and then planning the process, I think right from his UWC training, he was empowered to learn that if you want to go to a particular college or you want to win something, you need to think through what are the requirements and prepare for them.
Yes, yes.
So William actually informed me about his desire for this scholarship when he was, I think, ending his 3rd year of his 4-year course. He said, "Mom, I want to get the Rhodes Scholarship." And he reached out to me and said, "Mom, might you know Dr. Harriet?" So I said, "Dr. Harriet? What's her other name?" So he tells me, "Dr. Harriet Nwagaba." So I say, "Yeah, she was my classmate. Why?" He says, "She's the last Rhodes scholar winner from Uganda. So as I told you, I want to win this scholarship. So I've been doing my research and I want to speak to somebody who has won it to get tips." So first of all, I was so impressed that he took the trouble to get the name, and thankfully I knew her. So I put him in touch with her. And he did not ask for my help. His help stopped on introduce me to Dr. Harriet. And that's all I did. But they had conversations and she shared tips. And fast forward, William won the scholarship. And not only that, he also worked with his university to support him. And when he was shortlisted, so you're shortlisted, then you do the interviews. So during the process of preparing, when he was shortlisted, he had lots of sleepless nights. He worked with his professors, but he kept us in touch. And the day he did his interviews, when he had the interview, we had a special prayer here at home.
I can imagine.
To pray over it. And I remember telling him, even though you just getting shortlisted for me is good enough, it's a cherished thing. He said, "No, Mom, I want to win it." And fast forward, he won it.
Wow.
But that's not enough. I thought when you win it, that's it. He comes home for Christmas and then he tells me, "Mom, while we are going on vacation, I'll need to carry my laptop." I'm like, "Why?" He says, "I need to apply to get into into a college within Oxford." So the Rhodes Scholarship gives you funding to get into Oxford, but you still need to win your place in a college of choice.
Wow.
William worked through the Christmas holiday on his essay. And to me, that ethic of knowing that I need to prioritize school over pleasure is something that I think I'm excited about, that he has grown to that point where he knows that if he needs something, he needs to fit it within the bigger picture. So on vacation, we're celebrating my parents' 50th anniversary. So we had a week away. And on some days, William did not turn up for the family events. He stayed behind in his room working on his essay. And he turned in his essay and he got admitted into his college of choice. So he's going to be doing data science. And but it just goes back. And indeed, it's really prestigious that it got him an invite to the US, the main campus for their university, to be celebrated for winning that prestigious scholarship, the Rhodes Scholarship. And I think in their year, there were 2 other girls who won also other prestigious scholarships. So they had a special event where they were recognized. And William was part of them. He's a Ugandan, raised in Uganda. So I think it goes back to that exposure of him leaving Uganda to have applied and to have had the courage to apply for this scholarship. And he actually got it. So I think it's some of those things, the values that you get by being away from home, the comfort of home, of being out in that competitive world that teaches you that at each step I need to strive. And then something else, when William was leaving for his A-level, I told him we've drained our family savings account.
Was it that blackmail?
To pay you. No, it's not. And we drained it and I showed him the bank statement. And I told him, William, your savings are done. We are going to replenish this account for your 2 brothers. Yes, you have 2 siblings. So for you, you're done. So going forwards, you're going to have to win scholarships. Otherwise, you're coming home to Makere where we can afford the fees easily. But we need to give your brothers a chance. So I think that is one of the reasons that even encouraged him to go for this prestigious Rhodes Scholarship, is the challenge we threw at him as parents, that he has no money left with us. He has his inheritance, his education. We've already passed it on to him. So we owe him nothing. What we are working for now is for Patrick and Matthew. Yes.
Even Patrick is almost finishing his deal.
And then we deal with Matthew. Yes.
Wow.
So
quite an interesting journey.